But how much money and time and effort go into those fireworks displays, particularly with the weather forecast that we have just heard from our very own Serena Kelly. Very pleased to be joined now by Benjamin Ward, Senior Project Manager at Flash Art Dubai. Ben, it's lovely to meet you. Good morning.
Very good morning.
So you guys have got 12 big displays here in Dubai. I know you're lighting up the frame. Where else are you doing? Very quickly.
So we have 12 big shows across the UAE. So we have 2 in Fujairah, I think it's 4 in Abu Dhabi, and the remainder, so 6 in Dubai. More prominent ones, as you mentioned, Dubai Frame. We're into our 3rd year now doing the Dubai Frame, which is a really exciting project for us. International golf courses, VVIP clients, big, large hotel chains on the Palm, which I don't want to name by name, but...
some of the biggest, perhaps?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
You could say
Long
that.
line between 2 hotels that sound very familiar?
It's going to be a wonderful show.
I think we know which one you're talking about. Serena Kelly's just told us that weather could be windy and dusty. What have you been monitoring? What do you put in place? How do you even go about handling something like that?
So we've been monitoring this current weather for about the last week, and it's been causing some concern because one of the key things about fireworks display is always safety, and that comes from where actually the fallout from the fireworks might fall. So everything is actually, at the moment, touch wood, looking positive, with the weather hopefully due to abate by middle of tomorrow. So the shows should proceed successfully tomorrow evening. If, for example, the wind is higher than we expect, we do have options within most of the shows to reduce the size of the effects we might fire and to reduce the type of effects we might fire in order to reduce any chance of hot fallout coming down or debris going near the crowd.
How bad would the weather have to be, pure speculation here, not to let off a fireworks display?
That is completely site-specific and often could also be influenced by local authorities as well. So, for example, a barge half a mile out to sea, there's not really any weather considerations there in regards to crowd safety. Something like Dubai Frame, where the crowd is quite close and our processes and procedures are very, very strict, that one might be more susceptible, for example, to being weather affected.
Okay, so rules, regulations.
Rules, regulations, and professional judgment. There is no textbook that says when the wind goes above this is what has to happen. It's based on site-specific details and the professionals on the ground at the time in liaison with the local authorities.
But the information you've got at the moment is that the winds are going to die down?
Absolutely, yes.
How long does it take to get everything in position for a mega display? What are we talking in preparation? 10
days would be roughly, so the show I'm managing on the Palm, there's been crew on site since the 23rd of December. And there are other shows in the region which may have even longer lead times, specifically if they're technically complicated or you have to scale a large building, for example. But most big shows will be 10 days and then dropping down 5 days, 4 days, and some of the smaller ones will be 1 or 2 days.
Are shows getting more technically complicated? What's happening to the size, the scale of the displays you're being hired for?
The science of fireworks hasn't changed in a very long time. The chemicals being used and the materials being used, especially with environmental ideas in sight, has changed. But fundamentally, the process of setting off a fireworks display hasn't changed much for a long time. The big change has come with regards to technology and the simulation and the visualization and the pre-preparing of the show. We can do an awful lot more pre-visualization now than we could 10 years ago.
What about the amount that clients are looking to spend if we use that as an economic barometer?
The market's strong. Appetite for fireworks displays is healthy. There is obviously price pressures both from the top and the bottom. Clients are looking to get the best value for their money, and supplies costs are going up in China and in Europe. Transportation costs are going up. So the margins are being squeezed, but the market is still strong. There is an emerging element of the market, which is high-profile property launches now. We're doing a lot of work with some of the biggest property developers in the world, launching their new developments to it appears to be greater and greater fanfare. And that's a really interesting line of work, which we are enjoying working with.
Just a little bit on that costs. I know a lot of fireworks come out of China, obviously. We've seen tariffs from the US on China. I know that affected a lot of 4th of July stuff in the US in terms of cost. Has there been a knock-on effect of that for us? Talk to me about those price dynamics.
Not really. It's the shipping market which is having more of an impact on our cost of fireworks, and specifically from Europe to the UAE, because some of the highest quality fireworks are actually manufactured in Europe, in Italy and Spain. So a lot of our shows across the region will have handmade product from Italy and Spain, and the cost of getting those containers from, say, Barcelona to Jebel Ali is extortionately expensive now, to the point where it could well become completely prohibitive soon.
Really? What would that mean for you? We've got 40 seconds left.
What that would mean for us is the shows would be more China product heavy. And that would just, to be honest, most people probably would not really notice the difference, but it's the final icing on the cake. It's the final cherry on the icing of the cake for those very vibrant colours that come from Europe.
20 seconds. Competitions from drones?
We work together. We complement each other. I was listening to your previous interview. They can do things that fireworks can't, and we can do things they can't. But the best comes when both work together, which I think you saw for the Disney launch earlier. That was a wonderful show that could not have been done without each element. Ben Ward, Senior Project Manager at Flash Out Dubai, and a very busy man at the moment. Thank you for your time this morning. Thank you very much.